A lot of interesting stuff here. First and foremost, baggage. Is this like coming off of a bad relationship? Are we having an individual come to us that we're trying to start a relationship with, but there's a tremendous amount of baggage? That's what we've been talking about for months. We've been talking about the Trump administration taking over. We've been talking about some of the facts when it comes down to previous spending, in which Mr. James Sivko and Phil will be unpacking later on. But should we really be shocked in any way, shape, or form as to what's happening in the market thus far? Based on all the information that I can find, I'm not shocked whatsoever. The administration that's currently in place sort of has to go back to a foundation to be able to go forwards. And so we shouldn't be shocked that the consumer is fearful. We shouldn't be shocked that there's instability whatsoever. This should be part of the process. We all should realize it's like absolute fear before you can really make change. And it's like, that is the point where we are currently at. That's my observation. I've got the gurus here with me as well. And when looking at, and again, I'm going to lean over here to James Sivko, a lot of the GDP growth over the last couple of years came from government spending. And as we're going to talk about with delinquencies, it looks like people that have good credit and have good finances are holding strong. And it looks like individuals, the evidence shows that individuals that were in a little bit of a tight spot are going to continue to be compressed. And that includes not just auto loans, but that includes their credit card debt and delinquency and other things that they're signing up for. So we should not be surprised that it becomes more and more difficult to get the subprime buyer approved at your dealership. So with that said, James, I know you gave me a little bit of information about this sell-off. Is there anything else that you'd like to add in which you think would be beneficial to the viewer?
The U.S. economy is always growing about 85% of the time. We did have a recessionary scare at the beginning of last year, and we may have one approaching again. It looks like this administration maybe wants to pull a recession forward. So a lot of adjustments in terms of reducing government spending could kick off a slowdown. Maybe that's the plan, is let's pull the pain forward so that we can finish strong. So it's not surprising that it's starting to show up in some consumer measures, anything from sentiment to delinquencies.
Beautifully said, Mr. Sivko.